Hi, Mini Tigers. It's me, Mrs. B. And I'm here today to talk about big feelings, one of my favorite topics. I keep saying that, but the truth is, I keep getting to share about all the things I love. So, today we're going to be talking about big feelings inside, listening to our body to find out how we feel. To explore feelings, we must go beyond a dictionary. We got to think about feelings bigger than that, than just a definition, but also we like saying the feeling word, making the feeling face, making the feeling sound if there is one. But today, the biggest thing I want to focus on is where the feeling occurs in our body. So when we have a big feeling, or any feeling, but especially a big feeling, where does you feel this in your body? And it's really important. All right. Where our bodies experience each feeling has actually been studied. It's kind of cool. There's some scientists in Finland that have studied multiple hundreds of bodies, and they have discovered this is where anger is most commonly experienced in a body. This is how happiness is commonly experienced and felt in a body. So our feelings aren't just in our heads, they're within our whole bodies, all the way down to our fingers and our toes sometimes even. So feelings are part of our daily experience, even in our bodies. And I want to emphasize our body is our teacher and our friend. We are going to have this body our whole life, and it's here to teach us, and it's our friend. And so the sooner we can make friends with ourselves, the better. Trust me on this. But our body is our teacher and our friend. We can practice listening to our body to find out how we feel, because our body feels. And so we can practice listening to our body to find out how we feel. Let me scoochie this little guy over. Sorry, I'm having issues with my mouse. When we feel happy, our body feels good and comfortable all over. And that's a wonderful thing when we feel happy. Our body feels good and comfortable all over. And it's good to remember that for when we have other feelings in our body. We'll know that's not happiness. When we practice listening to our body, we can find out how we feel. So, for example, with sadness, when we feel sad, unhappy, or tired, our body responds by one, our heart rate can beat fast or slow. Number two, our face can be red, ashen, or white. Number three, our fists can tighten or loosen. And number four, our chest can get hot or cold. So even those are for feelings of sad, unhappy, or tired. Isn't that quite a range of things that happen within our body with those feelings? All right. We can practice listening to our body and find out how we feel with mad or angry. I want to be honest, this is one of my very favorite feelings to talk about, because we need to talk about it more. Everyone feels it and experiences it. There's nothing wrong with mad or angry. Our body responds when we're mad or angry. Our body responds by, and this is really important, this is a clue, our stomach can feel tight. Our stomach feels different in other such settings, like if we're scared or hungry, but when we're angry or mad, our stomach can feel tight. So that's a clue for us. Our face can be red, our fists can tighten, and our jaw can clench. So when we're angry, it kind of takes over our whole body, doesn't it? Our heart might race. We might even tear up. I get so frustrated sometimes when I'm angry, and then I get teary when I'm angry, and they're angry tears, but we might even tear up. When we're angry, our body feels it. Look at where our body, we do get our feet active here, and look at where our hands are almost a white light there. So when we get angry, it's very engaging in our whole body. It's a very big emotion. But guess what? It's okay, because mad's okay. It's okay. It's just another feeling. Most of us will feel mad or angry. These are examples when we can't get our way, when someone tells lies about us, when someone breaks our things, when someone takes our things without permission, when someone hurts a person we care about, we would get mad. If someone hurts us, we get mad. So getting mad is an appropriate response to quite a few things in life. Feeling mad is common. What we do with that feeling is really important, though. What we do with that feeling is really important. So you're mad. Now what? Well, one big ask when you're mad. When we get angry, it is important that we stop and back away before we hurt something or someone and get in trouble. So when we're mad, the big ask is that you stop and back away somehow. So when we begin to stop, just that moment of stopping and back away, we've already begun to shrink that big emotion. It's still there, but it's beginning to get a little smaller. And the very big feeling begins to get just a little bit smaller and more manageable. So What can you do then? If we're asking you to step away and we're asking you to back away and stop, what can you do when you're mad to shrink it? Well, the first thing, here's a few suggestions. One is you can count to 10. You can count to 10 twice. You can go for a walk and count to 10. That's one suggestion. Another is to talk to a friend or adult. Absolutely encourage you, if you're angry, to seek out somebody, an adult or a friend that would want to talk with you about that. The key with the friend is you want to help them not make this situation bigger, though, just to keep it the same size, if not smaller. We can walk away. Highly encourage you to walk away when you're angry. Remember, it says to back away or get away. So walk away. Let's say you're playing foursquare and somebody hit you on purpose with a ball. At least it fell on purpose to you. You could walk away instead of hitting with a ball. So we would highly appreciate that. All right. I'm going to move myself because number 4 says to do something you enjoy. If you are angry, do something you enjoy. Go read a book. You can listen to music. You can do something outside. I put the tree here because outside even makes bonus points for when you're angry. If you can do something outside, it actually helps us even a little bit more to be in nature when we're upset. All right, you can take a deep breath. I highly encourage that. In fact, we're going to do one right now. We're going to breathe in through our nose. Pretended I had a candle. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out like you're blowing out a candle is a deep breath, and you can do those. You can ask them to stop. I would encourage you to do that, unless maybe you're outnumbered or you're not trusting your own anger to ask them to stop in a reasonable manner. And number 7 is what else? What else can you do? For me, another thing I can do is I also do like to go for runs, but I could just go for like a hike or a walk. I like to draw. I also love to veg out and watch a show sometimes. So that's another thing I can do on the weekend. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do to shrink it. But the biggest part is the stepping away. So we're almost done, my friends. Remember, our body is our teacher and our friend, and we're going to have this body and therefore this friend for our whole life. Also, our body feels. It feels. It feels everything. Almost every inch of it feels. So we can practice listening to our body to find out how we feel. Our body can give us lots of clues to how we feel when we're not certain. Here's one of the biggest helpers. Our stomach is a helpful guide. When we feel angry, our tummy can feel tight. So that's a clue for you. When we feel scared or worried, it can kind of feel more shaky. And when we're hungry, it can just kind of be upset. So our stomach gives us clues to whether we're scared, worried, hungry, or angry. When our body tells us we're angry, we can practice backing away before we do the wrong thing. That's our big ask this year, is to practice backing away before we do the wrong thing, with either what our mouth is going to say or our hands or our feet. And I do want to end with, and after you back away, we really encourage you to take time to play outside. That's best. If you can, obviously can't always, but if possible, or if not that, to go for maybe a walk around the house or something where you could just get a little energy out just to take care of yourself, because you were upset, you got angry, and that's okay. So you deserve to have a chance to kind of release that and everything too. So, all right, my friends, mini tigers, I love talking about you and your feelings. I care deeply about you and your feelings. Remember, our bodies are teacher and a friend, and it can give us clues to how we feel, because our body feels. Until next time, see you later, mini tigers.